So, I haven't downloaded the Pivo app yet. We had coffee together and ate. If you don't know what you're looking for, he looks calm, like he's not acting nervous. So he looks calm, but if you watch closely, he might have a looking at you. Look at his eyes. So the first thing that tells me he's in freeze mode is he's not really blinking. See if I can zoom in a little bit. So he's not really blinking, and you can see his bottom lip quivering. So right now, he's in freeze mode, but there's a lot going on, Obviously, chickens, kids catching ponies out there. He's in freeze mode right now. Hi, baby. One of my rules is, he's really good about it too. One of my rules, or kind of that I follow, is he's always allowed to come and check in, So there's a few times where he very gently and very politely, puts his nose out to me, and I always meet it with an open hand, He's always going to be allowed to politely check in or politely say, hey, friend, you still there? I'll be like, I always meet him. Yes, we can be friends. We're still here, The only time I'm going to use my energy to push him away is if I feel crowded. But as long as he's super polite, he's always allowed to come in and check in with me. So we're just hanging out together right now. So, I don't remember if you follow Warwick Schiller at all. But honestly, this is step one. When he looks, I look, I kind of match his energy, kind of match his, what is that? I got him worked up because I'm trying to lunge him left. There's a lick and a chew. And then he comes and checks in, and I always let him check in, because he's very polite about it. If he was pushy or anything, we'd get to the point. But because he's very polite, he's always allowed to come and say, hey, friend. So he's coming down now. Now his feet are unstuck. He's going to go sniff things. So it's just a lot of building that. I'm going to follow him. If he walks off, I'm going to match steps right now and look at what he looks at. I got him worked up because I tried to send him out to the left. He sent out great to the right. We trotted. He might do one walking circle. He did one walking circle to the left and then pulled in, and I couldn't catch him. And because I tried to say, no, don't come in, and I just waved a flag, I didn't get after him, I just waved a flag to try to catch that shoulder. He went in freeze mode. He was very oh my gosh, I don't know. This made me really uncomfortable. So then I just came and met him, and we're just having a letdown. So I'm going to try to send him off to the left again. And this might take quite a few times where we just, I just hold space with him. I just hold space. He's allowed to come in and check in. I reassure him, you're a good boy. There's nothing to be worried about going left, I just keep him very relaxed. So like I said, if you don't know what you're looking for, you're he looks really relaxed. He's not running around like a psycho, But I'm he's not blinking. His bottom lip was quivering. He's eating an alfalfa cube. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch in on this start, and we'll see what I get today. We'll see if I can send him off left a little bit and take a video of that too. I use a flag. Realistically, I don't touch him with it. They don't need it. It's just an energy, and he's not too scared on it. He's just hi, pretty boy. Just a flag to draw attention, and just, hi, pretty boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. But he hasn't fully relaxed in yet. So we're just going to work on that connection. I just sat with him for quite a bit yesterday, brushed him out in pasture, met him where he was, hung out with him in pasture a few times throughout the day. Brought him treats, gave him scratches, gave him brushes. And just, introduced myself, gave him scratches. Figured out what he likes. Hi, baby. He's not blinking a lot as soon as hi, baby, I was just coming to say hi. And I try not to force myself on him either, I'll come up and stand within reaching distance where he makes the rest of the space, So, if he wants to come in, he can come in but if he moves away, I'm not going to, force myself on him either. He's allowed to move away. Hi, baby. He's not blinking much. I'd like him to blink a little bit more. Oh, handsome. Yeah, so he's, my rule is he can come in and I want to be friends, He's not in trouble for coming to check in. I prefer it. Find some scratchy spots. Make friends. I want to make friends with him this week. And not only make friends, but, kind of teach him that, hey, when I'm with you, it's Zen mode, right? We're just very Zen. I'm not out here to get you worked up. We're here to stay calm and make friends. So, you heard a horse neigh? Oh, baby. So it's just going to be a lot of holding space this week. He's obviously not blinking. So this is him worked up. Right now, like he can't come down and think, you know, he's not in a learning stage of mind. You can see it, there you go, there's one blink, but he's really not blinking. His bottom lip is gonna go, it's gonna start quivering, and he's gonna have a release, you know, so he's not in a learning stage of mind. So this week, and this is kind of how you like, all right, like he's gonna look for me, like, what are we doing? So this week, yeah, just working on connection, just working on him easily like relaxing into the settings near me, you know, being able to feed off my energy. You know, and this is him worked up. Like he's really worked up internally right now. And he's very good at internalizing. You know, I don't know if you've noticed that. You know, like some horses are external worriers. He's very much an internal worrier. You know, he's internally shut down right now. In my personal opinion. You know, like I said, not blinking. He's just very like freeze mode. He's not even like exploring. You know, he's like, this is him very worked up, very shut down. And after this week, too, like a lot of relationship building, the horse tends to become a lot more personable and curious and just really comes out of their shell, you know. So that's what we're going to work on this week. Just a lot of time together, a lot of working on relaxing, you know, where he doesn't associate me with always picking him. You can give him an apple. An apple? Hi, Hanta. Hi, pretty boy.
No apple?
He might be too nervous to eat an apple right now. Another sign that he's kind of, you know, worked up. As worked up as he gets.
My hair.
Hey, handsome boy. Said he won't eat an apple.
Good boy. I want it now?
Hey, good boy. You want a little apple? There's a lick in it, too. He's starting to think. He's coming down. He might want the one Bam started for him. Hey, good boy.
What are you doing? No? Side.
Do you eat a not dusty side? Good boy.
So he does the apple.
Good boy.
Just needed a minute to think about it.
Yeah, he says I was kind of worried, guys. I was a little bit worked up about what we're doing.